Hello everyone and welcome back to another Omnish Cruise video. Today we're going to take a look at the Clash 3 captains. So yesterday or 2 days ago we had the April Fool's version of this, but now we have the official version, which is an 8-star difficulty content. So a lot easier than normal regular clashes and other stuff. This team here I'm going to show you is very accessible, uses no support. It's very lenient, there's no requirements. You don't need any level of break or expansion. And the team's very safe and also extremely fast for how accessible it is. Then I'll be showing you the fastest team possible to use on this piece of content, which I did not make. Japan players had this clash for an extra day, so they had times to make teams, and one of the players made a very fast team. Definitely not as accessible, you need level 9 break and stuff like that. This team here, however, very fast. Stage 1 we used Kid Superclass, Stage 2 Zoro Special for his cooldown, and then on the third stage here, we're going to use Magellan for his poison. We also get a bunch of other nasty debuffs, but we're just gonna pass the turn here. We get stunned, but luckily Kids end up turn damage to ourselves, gets rid of that immediately. We get around this in 2 stages so that we don't have to worry about the special bind, paralysis, and the remove SFX, and also it allows us to get around it very fast. That's poison. Then on stage 4 against the Luffy, and Kid, we get 2 turns of rewind, and the enemy has 6 turns of defense up and a barrier. Amanda is going to get around the 2 turns of barrier and the defense up. We're going to use the other Kid Superclass to get around the rewind. Use one of your Kid specials. You can optionally add Halloween Law support to your Captain Kids. It's a bit easier to kill here on this stage, but you really don't need it. It's actually going to be slower, so I don't recommend it. And then on the final stage, the enemy is going to have damage nullification, threshold, and then we're going to get our orbs changed. But that doesn't matter, we can use our Kid special to give us a full roll of tandem orbs. Then we have Drake here, who is a very unique character, the only one in the game that's going to get around all the damage nullification and the threshold. He also gives us color affinity and a chain lock, so very good character. And then Kid for an attack boost, and from there, we're just going to hit 3 grace to get past the barrier, and then we can kill the enemy. So very fast team here, especially for how accessible it is. And then let's get into the next. Also, make sure you have that ship, otherwise you won't have your super class activated. But let's get into the next team, which is a double Cat, Viper, and Dogstorm team. Okay, so here we have the Dogstorm and Cat Viper team. This team, you don't need Dogstorm and Cat Viper at level 1 break 5. However, you do need Carrot at level 1 break 5, which is why it's not as accessible. It also uses a support. It's very old support that most people will have, but it's still support nevertheless. Also, on this team, we're killing on stage 3 in 1 turn with Magellan's poison. So you need to make sure your Magellan has a base attack of at least 1700 to be able to kill the enemy in 1 turn. So you can either do that by getting his level 1 break up. You can also add 105 attack on Candy, or you could add a very good stat boosting support like Roger. One of those 3 will work. Just make sure you have him at a base attack of 1700 or higher. On the third stage here, we use that Ariza support to get around paralysis and special bind. We use Magellan, and then just tap the enemy with your Cat Viper. He'll get around the 500,000, and the Magellan will deal the rest of the 500,000 to the enemy. And then on the fourth stage here, we're going to use the specials of our Carrot. She's going to swap into the Captain. She's going to allow us to bypass the enemy's defense, the barrier I mean. And her special will give the enemy defense down to get around the defense up. She'll also get around the special rewind with a special and give us an orb. So Carrot is very good for this. And then just use your Cat Viper special to give you an attack boost and color affinity. Then just 1 tap will suffice and you can kill the enemy very fast. And then on the final stage, you're just going to use the special of our other Cat Viper and Dogstorm, and then your Nami and Robin. So very fast, very easy team. But don't worry if you don't have the units for this team. There's a lot of other teams out there. Even if you can't build the previous team I showed you, there's still going to be a lot of other options. So very easy piece of content. Very happy that they're actually giving us a clash. Hopefully they give us more of these in the future instead of just giving us point events. I didn't need to tap on Carrot. They just hit 1 perfect with your Nami and Robin, and that'll be enough. So this team is at max speed about 1 minute and 40 seconds. The other team is probably around about 2 minutes or just above that. But that's going to be it for this video. Very fast. You don't need to farm this a lot. It's just about 3 times and then you can max him out. And that's going to be it for the video. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did enjoy, make sure to like and subscribe for more content in the future. If you have any questions about the teams, don't hesitate to ask. And with all that being said, I'll see you guys within the next one. Bye.